Don M. Castaneda here, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional. Wanting to give you a piece of wisdom that was given to me by a psychiatric nursing assistant at San Antonio State Hospital. His name was Leonard. He was an elderly black individual. And the piece of advice he gave me in the hospital, I said, I don't feel too successful. I'm in a psych ward. I haven't done too much with my life. It felt like he said, we've been talking for a while, and he said, well, you're not doing drugs, you're not drinking, you're clean, you don't smoke cigarettes, and you're trying to find work, and you're successful. In his eyes, I was successful, and he said there's millionaires out there who have a drinking problem or drug problem, and they either overdose and die, or their family hates them, or they get divorces, and things like that. So millions of dollars won't make you successful. You know, you can be average, middle class, even low class. You can be a janitor at a hospital and be extremely successful. If you have your relationships, healthy relationships, and you have your health, your mental and physical health, you eat right, you don't put unhealthy foods in your body, you eat right, you diet, you exercise, you have healthy relationships, you don't smoke cigarettes or weed, you don't drink alcohol, and you don't do any drugs, any illegal drugs at all, then you're highly successful. You might have to take psych medicine if you have to, but we're talking about illegal drugs, and the point is you can be successful, um, even if you don't have millions of dollars. So that hit home for me, and that made a lot of sense. And in my life, I just wanted to give that piece of wisdom to others out there. If you're on your recovery journey and you're trying to get clean and you're staying clean and you think you're having difficulty, well, you're successful. You're trying. A lot of people don't even try. A lot of people, just relapse, and, sometimes they overdose and die or end up in the ER, and sometimes end up in a coma or with permanent brain damage. So if you're clean and you're not doing drugs or alcohol, and you're trying to work and support your family, have maintain healthy relationships, then you're successful. In God's eyes, and in a lot of people's eyes, in your family's eyes, your friends' eyes, you should be. You should be very successful and proud of yourself. So, I hope that information was helpful. Once again, Anonymous Castaneda, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional. Take care.